only God. Only God. Only God. God say only me. Yes, only Him. Can you allow only God to be in you? Only God. Not many gods, many spirits, but only God. Only Him. Is it possible for you? Just think and know whether is it possible for you to keep only God. It's like somebody is telling you to keep only one woman. So like somebody is telling you only your wife. Then I'm asking you only God. Can you keep only God in you? The answer is no. The answer is no. So what are we doing here? The question should be, what are we doing here? If we cannot keep only God, then what are we doing here? You see that this is deceit. We are deceiving ourselves. Is it true? We are deceiving ourselves. So when we have, I'll give you an example, when we have marriage, and it's not only both of us, the marriage is under deceit. Is it true? They said, God is saying, only Him, only God. He now asked me, can you keep only me? Without any other. Only God. Because when you sin, you allow many gods to come in. It's not only God again, it's many gods. The one you know, the one you don't know. All of them will do what? Will enter. Each one have his own time to walk. When it's time of this one to walk, he will come and walk and go. Another will come and walk and go. Another will come and walk and go. So God is now asking us, can we keep only Him? If we cannot keep only Him, what are we doing here? What are you looking for? Okay, sit down. The question is somehow to you. I shall tell your neighbor, only God. Do you think it's easy to keep only God? It takes man of decision and focus to keep only God. Man of decision, focus. Woman of decision and focus to keep only God. Somebody that decide to stay with this God and is focused where he is going. He can't look side or this side. He's focused. That is the only one that can keep only God. Without that, you will be distracted. And many of us, many of you, you are distracted in the past. Something distracted you. You abandon God. God has seen that you are not serious person. He don't want to come inside of you. He told me that this morning that it's not that it's not strong. It's so strong that if God is in you now, every spirit will run away from you. Every spirit will run away from you. There is nothing human being can do to you. He will be telling you, don't be afraid of human being. They will become small. Very tiny before you. When you look at a very big person, become very small. So, but the problem is that you cannot keep his command. So he can't enter you to keep you, to protect you, to be with you. You are calling him, but you are calling him in vain. You know you are not going to keep his law, his statute, his command. You know. You cannot keep all those things. So he will not enter you, because if he enter you, you commit something. He said, don't do this, and you do that. If he leaves you, Satan will finish you. That is why you are calling him all these years. He kept quiet, as if he does not answer prayer. Say, he hear everything we say. But we are not serious people. Check yourself and know whether you are a serious person. Sometimes the church that bless you, you leave the church. Once you are blessed, you leave the place. Is it true? You leave the place. You have not converted, you just go, it's like you are converted with this church. You just say that you are not a member of this church. Immediately you are blessed. You have not reached to God. You just reached to church. You have not reached to God. I don't know whether you understand me. You have not reached to God. And God said, this one is not serious person. That is why he leaves us. He said, it's not that he doesn't hear us. He hears us. But the problem, we cannot obey him. He said, to worship him, it's like somebody that is in court. You know, the only organization that is not serious, the only place they worship that is not serious in this world is only church. Church, they are not serious. Occult kingdom, they are very serious. You know? You know? Only church that is not serious. You know, even you are sitting down here, you know that you are not serious. You know that it's not everything they say you should obey, you obey. Do you know? So what are you doing here? Every week, you'll be shouting, blood of Jesus, Holy Ghost fire, Jesus Christ. You know that you are not serious. Within your heart, you know that you are not serious. You obey the one you want to obey. You disobey the one you feel you want to disobey. Sometimes the reason why you are worshiping God is because you believe that church is one of those things. You serve God because you are poor. Immediately you are getting money, you leave God. You serve God because you don't have child. Immediately you have child, you leave God. You serve God because you are not married. Immediately you marry, you leave God. Some people travel, they abandon their God. You have travel, but when you are in Nigeria, you are serving God. Immediately you travel, so I'll reach where I'm going. You abandon God. You don't know that Satan is everywhere. The same thing, God is everywhere. If you look at that place you are in outside the country, you will see people that Satan dealing with there. I don't know whether, you will see people that Satan do what? He's dealing with there. People he destroyed there. So that is our biggest problem. He was warning me. Are you sure you want me? I say yes. You want only me? Yes. You will obey me? Yes. You have asked me this question. That today is 3 times he asked me the question. Asked me the question the other day. I think 2 days ago he asked me the same question. Today again he now asked me the same question. Are you sure? Because if you now say, if you want only me, I will come and close the door. But you have power to open that door. Only you have power to open that door. How can you open it? You open for sin. He said, you close it. He said, but no one in this world Even Satan does not have power to open the door. He will not even near that door. Say, do you want only me? And when you hear the right voice of God asking you this kind of question, you'll be afraid. You will see yourself shaking. What Christian is doing, they are wasting their time. I'm telling you the truth. See Christians, they are wasting their time. That is why they bury charm, it will come to you. You live in a occultic man's house, he will deal with you. You do business with them, he will do, because you don't have God. You are not keeping anything. Him is keeping something for his God. So how can you not challenge him? It's not possible for you to challenge him. It's not possible. Because you don't have God. Him, he have God. And he obey all the rules. That is why he is stronger than you. Including that you are praying and fasting. For you to pray and fast does not mean anything. Anybody can fast. Anybody can pray. Anybody can carry Bible. But the character, that is the main thing. Do you have God? Your problem is that you think that God is one of those things. But you need to go to Old Testament to see how God first differentiates his people and other people. He circumcised them to know them. This is my people. No one touch them. No one can do any harm to them. And when they are doing what God wants them to do, they will be more stronger. No one can touch them. No one can defeat them. But immediately they sin, they become vegetable. They will kill them in thousands. Immediately they go back to that their God, they consign, they will be strong again. That is the people of God. But today, you as a person, are you keeping anything for God? Do you have any agreement or any covenant with God? The answer is what? No. You live anyhow. You behave anyhow. You go anyhow. You come back anyhow. But you pray. That does not make you a Christian. It will not make you a Christian. It will not make you strong. Do you know what is covenant? You are with God. If I have covenant with God, I could be able to control everything that I have. If you have God now, you will control everything, including that your wife. There's nothing you cannot control. But opposite is the case now. Your wife can choose and tell you not to come here. You will not come here again. Because you don't have God. You are not control. You are not in control. You are not in control. You cannot control what you have. Or are you in charge of what you have? No. Anybody can come from anywhere and begin to drag those things from you and kill you on top. True or false? That shows that you don't have God. It's a pure thing. So what you should be doing now is to think to have only God, and all those nonsense will stop. But if you continue like this, you are going nowhere, my brother. We will continue coming here and we will be touching you every day. Bah, you fall. Next week, another one will enter. Bah, you fall. Another week, another one will enter. Bah, you fall. That is what we will be doing. And that is my job. Let's go to the Bible, you will see it. Let's go to 2 Chronicles. Second Chronicles 1 from verse 6 to 13. Are you there?
And Solomon went up there to the bronze altar before the Lord, which was at the tabernacle of meeting, and offered 1,000 burnt offerings on it. On that night...
Wait. When they say Solomon offer, we rush to give God money, house, plane. There's nothing we cannot give. All those things, they are good. But it cannot attract God to come and live in you. Do you understand me now? When they say Solomon offer something to God, we are good to offer. We give money, we give car, we give house, we give land, we give all those things. They are all good. But that will not attract God to come and live in you. He won't do that. Because you give gift.
On that night, God appeared to Solomon and said to him, "Ask, what shall I give you?" And Solomon said to God, "You have shown great mercy to David my father, and have made me king in his place. Now, O Lord God, let your promise to David my father be established. For you have made me king over a people like the dust of the earth in multitude. Now give me wisdom and knowledge, that I may go out and come in before these people. For who can judge this great people of yours?" Then God said to Solomon, "Because this was in your heart."
Do you see that? Because this was in your heart. You look at the heart. It's not the giving that moves God, but the heart. Because it's in your heart to rule these people well. So what attracts God to us is our heart given to him to do his will. I want to do God's will, but I need God to help me to do the will of God. That is what moves God. It's not what Solomon gave, no, but the heart to rule these people well. You don't know, he wants to rule them well, but he does not have that wisdom, knowledge to rule them well. And I ask, opportunity and came, and I ask God, this is what I want.
And you have not asked riches or wealth or honor or the life of your enemies, nor have you asked...
Do you hear that? You did not ask for what? Wealth, honor, or the life of your enemy. You know, your beginning and the end of your prayer is the life of your enemy. It's usually the difference between you and him. All your plan is to kill your enemy, so that you will prosper and your enemy will not come back to you, so that you will continue in sin. You have sense. Clap for yourself. You want to wipe away your enemy so that God will bless you, so that your enemy will never come back again, so that you will not leave God. He will not disturb you again, so you will behave anyhow. Solomon did not go to his enemy because he too has an enemy. He did not go to his enemy. He did not go to wealth. Where is the heart fixed? How can I rule these people? Then, what is your heart now? Your heart is to be rich more and to kill your enemy. Then, how can God now have business with you? I don't know whether, How can God now have what? Business with you? Have you finished it?
No, sir.
Nor
have you asked long life, but have asked.
He never asked for what? Long life. That's what you ask. I will live to testify. Testify what?
But have asked wisdom and knowledge for yourself, that you may judge my people, over whom I have made you king. Wisdom and knowledge are granted to you, and I will give you riches and wealth and honor, such as none of the kings have had who were before, nor shall any after you have like. So Solomon came to Jerusalem from the high place that was at Gibeon, from before the tabernacle of meeting, and reigned over Israel.
Good. Okay, let's go to chapter 7 of it. You see where Solomon prayed. He built temple. If you read chapter from 6, I think 6, 5, he built temple for God. After that, he now prayed. Okay, chapters 5, 6, and he now pray. But let's leave that chapter 6, 5. Let's go to chapter 7. You see where Solomon, after building the temple, Solomon now pray. The dividend, the blessing for somebody that have God, that have only God. How the thing look like. Let's go to chapter 7. The same 2 Chronicles, chapter 7. Read chapter 7, verse 1 and 2.
When Solomon had finished praying, fire came down from heaven and consumed the burnt offering and the sacrifices. And the glory of the Lord filled the temple, and the priests could not enter the house of the Lord, because the glory of the Lord has filled the Lord's house.
You see that? He prayed. King, like you pray. Fire came down. The glory of God which was everywhere. Even the priest, that means me, I could not enter. You pray, and God answer with fire. That is somebody that's with God. He prayed. Fire came down. And the glory of God was everywhere. Me, I could not enter. Because the glory of God is so much. And people he rules, if you read verse 3, people he rules, they saw it. They begin to comment on that. That is a man with God. The problem we have, we are not ready to know this God. We are only joking. We pray to God, but we don't know that God. But these people, they pray to God, they know. You pray to God that you don't know. You sing to God that you don't know. You dance for God that you don't know. We are singing, everybody is dancing. But that God you are dancing for, do you know that God? The answer is no. Have you seen him before? No. Have you heard his voice before? No. Anything can enter you and claim God. Okay, you will now see where that God now turn. Solomon have said his own. Now, it's turn of that God to say his own too. What you will do to keep what he have given to you. Because if God give you something, there must be maintenance. Is the maintenance is the maintain. To maintain what God have given to you. You know you don't want to maintain anything. Anything they give you, run away. Anything you receive from God, fam, you abandon God. Let's go. Let's go from verse 12 to 22. The God now want to say his own. Solomon have said what he want. I want wisdom. I want knowledge. Now he's turn of that God to say his own. What Solomon need to do too. Not only God will do. What Solomon now will do too. Solomon have said his own. He now remain God to say his own. You know, you quickly and always say your own. God now want to say his own. Oh yeah.
Then the Lord appeared to Solomon by night and said to him, I have heard your prayer. I have chosen this place for myself as a house of sacrifice. When I shut up heaven and there is no rain, or command the locusts to devour the land, or send pestilence among my people, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sins and heal their land. Now my eyes will be open and my ears attentive to prayers made in this place. For now I have chosen and sanctified this house, that my name may be there forever, and my eyes and my heart will be there perpetually. As for you, if you walk before me...
Do you see that? All those things he said before, from that 12. That is what Solomon said in his prayer. If you go to read chapter 5, chapter 6, you see when Solomon was begging him. Now, this is the Solomon's own now.
As for you, if you walk before me as your father David walked, and do according to all that I have commanded you.
Do you see that? All. It didn't say half. All.
And if you keep my statutes and my judgments, then I will establish the throne of your kingdom, as I have covenanted with David your father.
Covenanted with who? David your father.
Saying, you shall not fail to have a man as a ruler in Israel. But if you turn away and forsake my statutes and my commandment, which I have set before you, and go and serve other gods and worship them, then I will uproot them from my land, which I have given them, and this house, which I have sanctified for my name, I will cast out of my sight. and make it a proverb and a byword among all people. And as for this house which is exalted, everyone who passes by it will be astonished and say, why has the Lord done thus to this land and this house? Then they will answer, because they forsook the Lord God of their fathers, who brought them out of the land of Egypt, and embraced other gods, and worshipped them, and served them. Therefore, he has brought all this calamity on them.
Do you see that? That is our problem. We are not consistent. We are not sure of what we want. We are not serious. The other kingdom will be defeating us. If you jam somebody that is in other evil kingdom, he will destroy you. I'm telling you the truth. Leave all those things they are telling you, pray midnight. Midnight. They will destroy you. I'm telling you, they are serious. You are not serious. Satan, the people that serve Satan, they are serious. They are the ones that keep the law of Satan. Are you keeping God's law? Huh? You are not keeping God's law. You are not keeping. You behave anyhow. Tell me one thing you are keeping for God now. And it's God that says you should keep it. Tell me one thing you are keeping for God. And God is the one that says you should keep it. None. Not even one. So, what are you doing with that God? How did you manage to make him your God? How did you come about God being your father? Ask your neighbor, how do you come about God being your father? How did you come about that? You're not serious. It will take years. It will take years for God to know that you are serious, that you want to serve him. He will now begin to come out to ask you some question. Told me that, you can live your life. Oh. There are some things you can get, and there are some things you cannot get. You can live your life. Oh. I will not bother you. You can live your life. But if you choose only me, that means all I say, that is what you will do. Whatever I say you should keep for me, that is what you do. That means you want only me. He said, what I will do for you, you will not believe it. Say, but we need to agree before we start. God cannot just start with you without agreement. But God has started with you. I don't know where they agree with you. Let me ask you a question. Before you started partner, you want to do business, you bring partner. Do you people agree there is sign something, lawyer, there is anything? How come you started with this God without anything? Ask your neighbor, how come you started with this God without any agreement? Okay, let's go to the same 2 Corinthians 15, chapter 15, from verse 1 to 4.
Now the Spirit of God came upon Azariah, the son of Oded, and he went out to meet Asa, and said to him, Hear, O Asa, and all Judah and Benjamin, the Lord is with you while you are with him. If you seek him, he will be found by you. But if you forsake him, he will forsake you.
Do you say that? If you seek him, he will be found by what? By you. So, let me ask you a very good, sincere question. Are you genuinely seeking God? The answer is no. You are seeking for your problem to be solved. You are not seeking the problem solver. You are not seeking for God. You are seeking for the problem to be solved. Is it not what you are looking for? Is it not what you are looking for? My question, what are you doing here? People, we have member. People are coming to the church. How many people there, including the pastor, they are seeking God? How many people? Pastor is seeking member to have more money, to be popular, to be known. It's not seeking God. So Satan will not have any business with him. So if you are truly seeking God now, you start seeing demon, the real demon. What is, God told me that what we see in the family, our family, say, they call it their local demon, their false prophet. They are not true demon. That is what human beings now do. To now invite spirit inside the house. Say it's local. The real demon is the one that fall up. Whatever they say now happen now. They fall from ground, from heaven. Bah. That is the one that when Jesus, the apostle, he sent them to go and heal people, deliver people. They went out, they heal people, they deliver people. When they came back, they were happy. So even Satan bowed to them. And Jesus said, they should not rejoice because they cast out evil spirit. But they should rejoice because their name is in the book of life. But beside that, he said to them, he sees Satan falling. That is the true Satan. That is the people, the one that you will defeat. You overcome the world. Not the one in your compound. Not the demon in your compound. The demon in your compound, most of you, the demon in your compound is a curse. What your father did, what your father did, what they bring, those things, small spirit. And being demon that fall, it will fall from heaven. Bah. They are the one causing damages. That is the one Paul was mentioning, their principalities and power. There is the one, that is the one that you will see. You start seeing, you start fighting. You will zero your mind that human being is not your enemy. This is your enemy. But if you cannot see them, you will still be calling human being die. Die. How many human beings are you going to kill? When these people are falling, they fall, they enter people. They fall, they enter people. And you kill the wrong person. And that one there will fall, enter another person. You kill the wrong person. It's like you're looking for a thief. You now begin to kill his brother and the sister. I don't know whether, you have not killed the man armed robber. You are killing the brother and sister. You can't stop him. You will provoke him the more. You provoke him the more. Have you finished? I repeat it again.
Now the Spirit of the Lord came upon Azariah, the son of Oded, and he went out to meet Asa, and said to him, hear me, Asa, and all Judah and Benjamin. The Lord is upon you while you are with him. If you seek him, he will be found by you. But if you forsake him, he will forsake you.
3.
For a long time, Israel have been without the true God, without a teaching priest, and without law.
4.
But when in their trouble they turned to the Lord God of Israel and sought him he was found by them.
Do you hear that? You have been with a fake God all your life. You have not been with a true God. For him to come in, that must be only him. Human being, God have given us power to enter and see what is happening in the realm of the spirit. But God is not there. I don't know whether you understand me. This is the earth where you live. This is the spirit world where things happen. Things happen here, it will happen here. If that thing does not happen here, it cannot happen here. We, as a gifted person, you are gifted to see tomorrow, to see yesterday, to see today. You can have access to view what is happening here, or even come here to see. But God is not here. I don't know whether you understand me. So if you have gift of God to see, to know, to heal, to bless, to deliver, you can come here. And whatever your hand lay on, you can change it there and bring it here. But that does not mean that God is here. If you are looking for God, He will allow you to come here and stay for years. You will be walking between here and here for years. If He's sure that you can partner with Him, you can walk with Him, you will come to the table, you will sign an agreement, He will enter you. You will see the difference between the person that can enter here without God and the person that can enter here and go to heaven. You know, Michael go to heaven. You see what happened in heaven? Other prophets, they could not see it, right or wrong. They could only see here. They deceived them here. This is where they deceived them. 400 prophets of Ahab. This is where they deceived them. The meeting happened in heaven. They decide they will lie to them. So that is why they will show you lies here. You will present it here. It happened to us. That is why we prophesy that this one we win. We failed. This one we win. We failed. We cannot sit there. But we can enter here. So if you enter here, anything you see here, you believe that is God that show you. I don't know whether you understand me. I don't think you get what I... So if you are gifted, you have gift to see tomorrow, yesterday, now. You will have power to come here. You have power to come here. To view here. Whatever you see here, you will tell, I will tell you people. Whatever I see here, I will believe that all true. I will tell you. But if I have covenant with God, He will tell me what they decide today that they don't want to drop here. And even if they drop it here, they will not tell people here that this is truth. They will not tell these people truth. I don't know whether these people, are you following me or you are somewhere? So this is the world where you see me, I see you. The people that now see to hear from the Spirit, they have access to view what is happening here. And here is where things will come first. It will not come here. If things doesn't come here, He will not come here. But the one God does not want you, these people that go with gift, to see. They will decide it and now put lie here. Satan know how to do it because he's here. If Satan want to fall now, he will fall here. He will not fall here. He will fall here and now walk inside this place. Before you die today, you have died 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 1 year ago, 12 years ago. So the thing will fall here. It will happen here. So if it happen here, those people that see, when they look here, they will not see. They will tell you this thing will happen. So Satan want to fall, he will fall here. Before he will now walk here. God want to fall, he will fall here too. Things want to fall, he will fall here. He will walk here. But he can choose not to let anything know what he want to do here, except his own. I don't know what understand this now. That is God for you. So if you have covenant with God, you will be strong, stronger than anyone. No one can challenge you. No one can stop you. All those people you are afraid of, they will be afraid of you. Very, very strong. But the reason why you are weak, very, very weak, is because you are not serving God. And you are not ready to serve him. And you are not ready to covenant your life with him. You are not ready to do anything. You are not ready to keep his law, his statute. You are not ready to do it. So him too is not ready to come to you. So we are wasting our time here. Tell your neighbor. Tell your neighbor, we are wasting our time here. You that think that in the world that move you, if you see small thing here, forget, you don't go. Anything distract you, woman distract you, you marry now. The woman say you should not come, you will not come. Because you marry. Yes, now. You marry, say you cannot tell your wife to come. Because you don't have power. The people in the world, occultic people, their wife respect them. Oh. You hear me? You respect, they control the woman. Some people, they control the woman, he will not be even be, he will be doing like mumu. Anything he tell the woman, that is what the woman does. But you cannot control the woman, but you are God's son, the highest God. Tell yourself the truth. You don't have God. Some of you cannot control your woman. Those people cannot control their woman. Most of those people, you cannot dare their wife. They control the woman. Anything they say, that is what the woman do. They have power. You have none. You have nothing. And you are serving God. Tell your neighbor, you have power. Tell yourself the truth. You have power. You cannot drag land with them. Eh? Their land, they buy. You can't drag their land with them. But anybody can drag your land and even kill you on top of that land and be using the land. And even when you die, you cannot do anything. All these things they act inside film. Don't mind those people. That people, when they die, they come out. You cannot, somebody that kill you means that he's more than you. I don't know whether, it's more than you. They are since you cannot defend yourself when you are alive, is it when you die you can defend yourself? From where? From where are you going to defend yourself? Such thing maybe happen in those days because those people, they respect the land. They keep the law of the land. They serve idol. Now you, who are you serving? Do you keep anything? Law of the land? No. Law of God? No. Law of anything? No. You just behave anyhow. You believe if you die, you wake up from film. So my question now, what is happening to you? You know, the church people, they believe in giving. That when they are giving to God. No. The highest thing you can give God is yourself and nothing more. What are you going to give God? Cow. Is the one that created cow now. Goat. Is the one that gives goat. What can you give God? Nothing. Land. Car. Is the one that gave brain they used to do car. Yourself. That is the highest thing you can give to God. If you give God your heart, He will give you Himself and come and live in you. Let Him see who will harm you or who will torment you or who will do this to you. No one. But you believe in giving God gift. That means you want to bribe Him. Tell your neighbor, neighbor, you want to bribe God. Tell your neighbor, neighbor, you want to do what? What do you want to do? So I don't know what to do, but to tell you the truth. Decide to follow God and decide to keep God law. Not keeping law. You know, sometimes you say that I'm doing this, I'm keeping that. It's long time that will show whether you are keeping those things. You have to say, I'm no more smoking, drinking, clubbing, humanizing, doing this. I'm no longer there. God answer me for 1 year, 6 months. You never start now. You never start. And he's not the one even say you should keep those things for him. You know, there is general law. And there is law between you and God. That is the one God is talking about. You, general law. That is, you discipline yourself. That is discipline. Yes, you will not get distracted. Because a boy that is not into woman, is not into smoking, clubbing, he will do well in school now. He will do well. He don't need to be praying to do good in school. You will do good. If you are doing that now, you will do well in business. Because you are not distracted. Nobody calls you. No, you don't spend money safe. You even save more. You are not distracted. You don't distract. You are just there. You will do well in business. That is a natural thing. Anybody can do that. It's when you come with God. He said, keep this for me. Keep this for me. You are going to obey all I say. And you agree. And there's agreement. That's when He will not come and enter you. Nobody will near you. Nobody will torment you. Nobody will be pressing you up and down. It's not possible. Nobody can fight you. Nobody can fight you and win. What is protection? Say, I want to be protected by God. No. Protection is what you hear. If this man wants to have protection from God, he must be hearing God. If you are saying that you have protection from God, but you cannot hear God, now who is now protecting you? Even the people that serve Satan protect. They hear from Satan. There must be a sign. Maybe they stay here. Something will tell them, leave here. Danger is coming. The person will go. Protection is what you hear. You can't say you are protecting. God is protecting you. You cannot hear from God. You are God. Nah, Mumugo. He must be talking. If this man say that he have God and God is protecting him, that God will be capable of talking to him all the time. He wake up today, he say, I want to go to gym. He will tell him, don't go there. He said, no, I want to go to the, no, not today. Don't go today. Go tomorrow. Something want to happen to him. He will stay back. Yes, you wake up early. You want to go by 4 a.m. He said, no, wait. Around 6, you can now go. That is protection. Do you have it? Huh? Huh? Then where is that you are God now? But you are serving God. Huh? But you are serving God. Protection is what you hear. It's when you covenant yourself, he will come in and begin to talk to you. Somebody that disobey God from January to December, you want to hear God. It's not possible. Oh. No matter how you pray, prayer does not make any difference. Anybody can pray. I told you, anybody can preach, but not everybody can do it. You know, you love reconciling people with the problem. When they have problem, you call them. You want to reconcile them. Those things you are reconciling, you know that you cannot do it. Those things that you are telling your fellow to do, you know that you, as a person that is saying that, you know you cannot do it. You cannot forgive, and you are telling somebody to forgive. You never forgive anybody, and you are telling somebody about forgiveness, that Jesus Christ died for you. All those things you are doing is nonsense. It cannot work. He can't work. All those things you want people to do, you will pass through that while looking for God. There is a school that you will go in. You pass through that pain, those through trouble. God will tell you, leave the person. Continue coming. You leave the person. Not they say leave the person, you go and attack the person. No. Leave him. You leave him and continue. All those things that you are doing, finally, you will not meet with him. He will not tell you whether you still want to enjoy life, look at the life, you still want to do this way, or you want to follow me, because where you want to go now, if you enter the place, the door will be locked. No one that can open that door except you and me. If you agree, fiam. Any day you say you will not do those things, he say again, fiam, you will go. You have more problem than before you started looking for him. If you will be alive, you will see the consequences of having him and losing him. There's nothing Satan will not do to you. Because you are number one enemy of Satan. Because each time he see you, he will run away. Anybody is beating. When you come there, he will leave the person and run away. Anybody can come to you, the problem ends. Anybody Satan is beating, you are the one being problem. You now go and sin against God, and God now go. What do you think Satan will do to you? There's nothing he will not do to you. So that is why God will waste so much time to know whether you want to do this or not. He will take his time, allow you to be coming. So if you continue coming for so many years, continue coming, there's a time you will come and know that this person have gone too far. He will still ask you question whether you still want me. You confirm. If he asks you, he will not enter fiam. That is the end. But this one you are doing now, you say you are a Christian. You are not a Christian. No. You are not a Christian. No. You are still pagan. You are not a Christian. No. You cannot challenge anybody. Even small witch doctor, you cannot challenge him. No. Don't go there and begin to say Holy Ghost fire. He will kill you. That is why when you want to live in a house, you'll be asking, is it a occultic house? Is it this one? Is it that one? Do you know the reason why you live there? They are tormenting you. Eh? Because you don't have God. So my question now, what are you going to do? What do you want to do? Since you know the truth now, what are you going to do? What do you want to do? How do you want to go about it? Are you going to continue like this? Are you ready to join? So that this God will come and ask you this question. Not after he now hear you all you say. He will still come and ask you, are you sure you want to join me? Say yes. Are you sure you want to be with me? The world, you can choose to go to the world and enjoy your life. But are you sure this is where you want? He said yes. You will come again, come again. Before you know it, vroom, you will now enter. Bakam. Once you enter, the demon, all of them, they will see you, they will run away. Every day you will be increasing in God. Our generation, we are distracted. So what do you want to do now? Ask your neighbor, what do you want to do now? So all those things you come every day in the name of Jesus, the name of Jesus, blood of Jesus, help me, help me, help me. Help. You cannot receive everlasting help. It's a short-time help. You cannot receive everlasting help. It's a short-time help. Let me tell you, if you have this God, before you will die, you will know that it's time for you to die. You will hand your son over that God. But today, you don't even know that you are going to die. You will die tomorrow. You don't even know that you don't die since. So, what are you going to hand your son over? So, ask your neighbor, what are you going to do now? I want to hear you now. What do you want to do now? What do you want to do now? You say, people of God. It depends on which God. Some people say, God, I have been keeping myself. Did God know that you are keeping yourself? Did God told you to do that? Do you have any agreement with you with that? It's like Abraham now circumcising himself without God telling him to circumcise himself. So I'm now a child of God, now circumcising himself, now cut himself. What is the meaning of that? Did God tell you to cut yourself? Did God tell you anything? Do you have anything with him? That is what we do. It's good because I believe it's self-discipline. It will help your life. But that does not mean you are doing it for God. You are doing it for God, that God will come. He will tell you what you must not do. Decide. I don't know whether, never you drink, and you are drunk, you now go this way. Never you in your life go this way. Any day you go this way, I will leave you. That's what God told Samson, the mother of Samson, and the father. He passed this message. They should not bab him. This is where the power is. Any day he open his mouth and say, my power is on my head, that is the end of it. When he now see Delilah, he now love Delilah because he's frustrated. Frustration is disturbing. You know, frustration can disturb you. He was frustrated. He could not compose himself again. And so Delilah now begin to ask him, where is your power? You are so strong. And then begin to lie to Delilah. Delilah, calm down and be asking. And then told Delilah, and think that everything is just like that. They now shave him. After shaving him, he now called those warrior again, those army again. Say, Samson, they have come again. Samson now went out to do like before. He become like ordinary person. So that God will just leave Vam. Vim. The same way he enter Vim, the same way he enter Vam. And that time you must have so many enemies. And the enemy you have, that time is enemy of human being they see. But this one is the one that you cannot see. They now remove Samson 2 eyes. They move all of them. So you say you are a Christian. What makes you a Christian? How did you come about this your God? What agreement would you have with this your God? Because assume that you talk with God, you agree with God. You cannot be leaving God anyhow. Am I right? You cannot be leaving God anyhow. You don't have any agreement with God. You don't have, God have not spoken to you before. Nothing. So anybody can take you away from God. Somebody here can tell you, let's live here, you leave God. Let's stop worshiping God. Let's go and do tradition. You go and do tradition. Because you never hear from God. You don't have anything to do with God. Let's go to witch doctor. You go. The reason why you do that because you don't have God. You are prostitute. Prostitute will not know whether you are crippled or not crippled, whether you are blind. So rather you will give money. He will do it with you. True or false? You are prostitute. Yes. You cannot see somebody that is in society. They now have a friend that is in society too. They are both friends. They now marry you. You not say, I don't want, your wife not say, I don't want to be seeing you and that man. If you don't get born a meme. Have you seen have you seen their wife dictating for them? I don't want to be seeing you and that man. The way the man is looking, it's like he's a bad man. You can be coming here, and your wife will tell you that I don't want this church. You will leave this church. Is it true? Is it true? Yes, sir. And you want to do what? What do you want to do? Stand up now. Let's worship him as the way we used to worship him, our usual way. You don't stand up now. You don't want to continue again. I'm giving you an example with those people. Your wife cannot tell somebody that is, you know that this person is evil. You marry the person, he will not be telling you that, look, I don't want to be seeing you and this man again. Because the man used to take you people used to go somewhere. Sometimes you go somewhere, you not come back. I don't want this man again around you. Hanako de akoka. Mano de akoke nako. Stand up. Ibo onye rileli. Erie nage. Look at your neighbor. Eri Mary. When I look at when God was teaching me this one, we are not serious. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. You don't want to stand up. You don't want to go again. I should show you the right way. Look at this man. You don't want to answer me now. It's you that will tell me what you want now. Me, I have decided to follow this God. I don't know about you. You are following who? No, you cannot follow me now. How can you follow me? You have to decide. You have to decide. And if you decide now, distraction will start coming. Because I have had so many distractions in my life. All my life is all about distraction. But I kept focus. I keep focus. I continue moving. No matter how you distract me. Look, people have tried to make me abandon this God. There is nothing. Satan have tried. I cannot abandon this God. It's impossible for me to leave this God. It will come to your family. My family have tried. It's not possible. I go for woman, they are try. It's not possible. Who again? People in the church, they are try. It's not possible. I cannot get distracted. Now, I cannot deny the truth that I have seen and know. Peter said that they have seen the truth, they know this truth. They cannot leave it, even if it is will of God for them to obey you as a priest. But they will not obey you in this truth they know. Because if you say today that you want to follow this God, you will see distraction. You will see the person you are married or the person that marry you. You don't even know your wife or your wife know you or your children. You don't know anything. You are just living like a bottled water on top of river. You don't know it's when you say now this God or never. You will not know who is your woman. And the woman is the one that say he will follow this God. The woman now will know who is you. Everything will begin to come out. Distraction will come out. What will take you out of that God will come out. For years, they will be fighting. They will be fighting. If they conquer you, you are gone. If all these things now fight for years and they could not win, that is when God now begin to ask you question. Are you sure you want to continue with this? Not this one. You can never have any distraction. Your family is intact. Everything is intact. Everything is going well. No, you never know the woman you marry now. Some of you, when you are rich, you marry, the woman will be serving you. Money means now poor, he will abandon you. It's only rich that show you and mean God. God is bigger than money. When he's in God, you will not know whether that person that say I love you, whether he love you. Anybody can say I love you. Anybody can carry this mic and preach, but not everybody can do what he preach. It's not everybody that can do it. All these things you people are shouting, it does not make any difference. Just decide to follow God now. You will see whether your mama he love you. That's your mama that claim that he love you. You will not know whether your mama love you. Truly know whether your mama love you. That's why Bible says you abandon your mother, your sister, your father, your wife, your children, including yourself. You will not begin to deny yourself what you know you can get. Do you think I don't know what to do to better my life? Better I deny myself. So you choose that God over yourself, over your family, over everybody. You will decide. If you decide, you will not know. Yes, if you decide now, you will stand alone. All this your brother that call you, nobody will call you again. It's only my sister that call me, that I call her. And I'm waiting for that one to finish what I want to do for her and know whether you still be calling me. Or that they don't call me. We don't call. We call only when it's important. When they want to give me, send me something. Do this one for me. That's when they will call me. We don't talk. We don't talk. Talk waiting. You'll be seeing it. So when you say you want to follow this God, all your family, then all of them will leave you. They will not have anything. You see, this your wife every time. If and I love you. That time you will not know whether this woman I love you true or not. Whether you can stand. You do Christian with family. My family. It's not a Christian. That's why Bible say you hate your mother, hate your father, hate your this, hate your that, hate your that. The reason why he's telling you, take him more serious than those people. He didn't say you hate. But take that where hate does not mean you should hate them, but you leave them. You leave them. It will show you who is your mother. This your mother you love so much. You show me who is my mother. God will show me. I see it with my eyes, not to dream. I see it physical. Who's my mother? So no one in my family that moved my heart again. No one. Not even single person. No one. You will stand alone. But this one, you have people that stand beside you. You say you are serving God. You are not serving God, though. So, the one that say I should tell him the way, I'm telling you the way now. Is it sweet? Stand up, oh.